All right, so I think the best way for us to get started here is to just have our 6th grade friends introduce themselves. Maybe say what year you started off at Carroll. Does that sound good, guys? Okay, so why don't we start down there?
Okay. Hello, my name is Evan, and I started off last year with Carroll.
My name is Michael. I started at Carroll in 4th grade.
Hi, my name is Declan. I started at Carroll in 2nd grade.
Hi, my name is Lauren. I started at Carroll in 4th grade.
Hi, my name is Megan. I started in Carroll at 5th grade.
Hi, my name is Julia, and I started Carroll in 1st grade.
Hi, my name is Kayla, and I started in 5th grade.
I'm Miles, and I started in 3rd grade.
Hi, my name is Max, and I started in 2nd grade.
All right, awesome. So thank you guys so much for joining us. I think the way that we're going to start this is I have some questions that I have for you guys here that I talked to some of you about yesterday. And then if you guys have any other questions that you guys would like to ask, we can do that. So the first question that we had was, what is homeroom like? When do you see your homeroom teacher? What do they do for you? How do they help you? Any comments you have about your homeroom teacher and what that's like? What do you do at homeroom? Miles.
You do NCIU, which is each kid has a homework planner, and their homeroom teacher would check off, make sure you do your homework in an order you want to do it. You have on your Chromebook, and they check your Chromebook to make sure you know what your homework is. That's at the end of the day. In the beginning and morning meeting, they'll talk about what you're going to do over the day, read the morning message. And, you can kind of socialize with your homeroom after you finish.
Yep. Evan?
It helps you get to know a certain group of 5 kids, which you were with in the beginning of the day and at the end of the day. And it's just you got your group. So if you don't have a group of friends, you got the group of people who are going to stick with you wherever you go.
Someone else over there have their hand up? Lauren?
Yeah, at the end of the day, NCLU stands for No Child Left Unorganized. It's basically in the morning we have this thing called tool time. We actually just had it today. It's when we have these 7 tools. 7? Mm-hmm. Okay, yay. 7 tools that we all have to try to earn, and we go, there's a ton of them. There's wrench, tape measure, pulley, compass, a lot of other things that, yeah. And you go through a 2-week process. You basically work on the tool for 2 weeks, and then you can apply for it. Yes.
All right, awesome. Next question. Scary one. How does homework feel in middle school? How does homework feel in 6th grade? Max?
I mean, it depends who the person is, but if you have a problem, you can email your teacher, and they'll always understand. And it's you're only supposed to do 20 minutes on each subject, and then language you do 20 minutes plus another 20 minutes of reading. And then it's just, if you do more than 20 minutes, you can stop.
Miles?
The homework load, it's not that bad for 6th grade. If you work up to it, in the beginning of the year, it's not as much, and then you get more as the year continues. So you kind of are used to it from 5th grade. It's yeah, they don't give it to you all at once in the beginning of the year. You work up to it.
Declan?
The teacher always gives you stuff that you can do. If you don't know how to do multiplication or something, you can ask the teacher at the end of class when he gives out the homework, and he'll try to help you with stuff. And yeah.
Megan?
Usually, sometimes if you're just getting into learning multiplication, they'll usually give you a reference for homework, just in case you don't really understand it when you leave class. And if you don't understand, they usually tell you and be more specific.
Awesome. Kayla?
If your teacher doesn't get back to you on your homework, you can always email your friends.
Yep. Lauren?
We also have this thing during lunch called lunch study. It is an opportunity for during lunch. You go up to a classroom and you can do your homework there, and it's a great opportunity to get it done if you have sports, after school activities, yada yada. Yeah.
Michael?
It's not much harder than 5th grade homework. It's like a little bit harder. It takes a little bit more time, but it's not like as bad like as we usually get.
All right, awesome. Easier question. What do you like about 6th grade? Julia?
I like the freedom of walking around from building to building and like getting fresh air instead of being cooped up in the building all like air.
Great. Jack?
One thing, Gaga ball.
That's it? Miles?
All the sports like basketball and the workout programs, like all the after school sports that you can do.
Max?
The Fablab, and they don't like treat us like babies anymore. Like in 5th grade, you still have to stand on feet. You have to like you can't walk the hallways by yourself. You if people are being silly in the bathroom, like they need to have like a time limit in the bathroom, like a ton of that stuff.
More independence. Evan?
I like having to you get the privilege of doing what you get to go to one class to the next class, and you don't have to be watched all the time.
See, I told you, your children are ready. Children are ready.
We know where they are, though.
Megan?
I like a bunch of the activities that we have. Like we have Fall Festival, where we go around the school and we do a bunch of activities. And yeah, I like the field trips. They're pretty cool.
Julia?
The fact that we have a drama class, because in the lower school you don't have a drama class. I love that.
Awesome. Michael and then Deck.
I like how these trips, so like these family trips, like whatever they do, they make it like fun in a way. So.
I thought you said only one thing.
Yeah.
Another one? Or?
So I really like about in 5th grade and 4th grade you have Chromebooks at school and you can't like bring them home or anything. But in 6th grade you get your Chromebook and you get to bring it home and like back like every single day. You can like keep it. It's your Chromebook. It's not the school's. So I like the privilege to have something like that because
What?
Pie teacher day.
Oh.
Pie teachers in the face.
Yeah. Did you get the pie?
No, but it's
I
fun
got pie. I
watching.
forget who.
Yeah.
Like last year you guys had to, and the year before that you guys had to like come up on the buses to get to like the activities here because they have better fields here. But like this year you just get to stay here and not have to go on the buses.
Cam?
I like walking from different buildings to get to different classes.
Yep. Feel like grown-ups, right? All right, next question. What is the best part about being on this campus? Lauren?
In my opinion, the scenery is very beautiful. I really like the campus a lot, and I like how we get to walk from building to building, fresh air. Yeah.
Kayla? Yeah?
I really like having you can go like multiple ways. You can go down to the gatehouse or come back up. You don't have to go like the certain way every single time. You can go through the Banners Woods. You can do my secret passageway.
Yeah, you showed me that yesterday.
Or you can do like the normal way, right around there and then down. You got you get to choose where you want to go. You can not go straight up. You can go around.
Max?
I like how there's the Fablab and you have the privilege of going down there for lunch and recess, and it's also cool of how much history there is and looking for the secret passage.
I like when you have a class, say it was a bad class, need a break, you get a break. You walk to your next class, and you've got enough time in the middle that you can get a break walking to your next class outside. It's not like you're inside, you're like your next class is next door, and you're like,
Megan?
Usually if you're down at the gatehouse, you have to walk all the way here or to the other building. They give you at least 2 or 3 minutes to walk back up. That way you're not sprinting. You can just enjoy the walk.
Julia?
The fact that there's not always teachers' eyes staring at you.
So you're like, we're always watching.
We have cameras.
And our last question is, what is recess and lunch like? Lauren.
So recess is first, then we have lunch. The recess is actually right out there. We have the play structure, the gaga ball pit, and places to run around, like the hill right there. Then in lunch we have the Spalding Auditorium space. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it yet, but it is very big and a ton of room to eat lunch. Yeah.
I'm not sure all of us know what the gaga pit is.
So the gaga ball pit is it's an
octagon, right?
Yeah, it's a small pit thing, and you play gaga ball. So gaga ball is if the ball hits your knee or below, you're out. You have to get out of the pit. You can only use your hands, and yeah, the last person standing wins.
It's kind of like dodgeball, but like on the ground.
Yeah.
So you're not throwing the ball at people, you're hitting it with one hand. Miles?
Every other day we get to play floor hockey in the gym for recess and morning recess, and that's always like really fun.
Caleb?
If you want to, you can go down to the Fablab and eat there and you can work on it.
Yep, you can go for both your lunch and your recess down at Fablab. Julia?
I like that you can sit with your friends, and in lower school you didn't really have a choice where you sat, so you could sit with your friends and you could have like a very good conversation.
Megan?
For recess, if you prefer being outside, you can go outside, and for lunch study, it's in the science room, which is the biggest space because a lot of people like to get their homework done early. Or you can go down to the Fablab or the art room for recess and lunch.
Max?
Every Thursday, Mr. Brody lets us play Exploding Kittens for recess and lunch in Mr. Dunkel's room.
Low stakes.
Low stakes. Evan?
I like how if you want to do something, you can fit it in lunchtime. It's like if you want to do, say you want to do a game, you want to do a board game, you could ask one of the teachers or somebody, and then they'll fit it into lunchtime, and then you just go up there with a couple people and play the game. If it fits in, but like it doesn't fit in, can't do it.
Awesome. Zach?
I really like the clubs as well. Like on day 2s and day 5s, like there's clubs on Flex right after lunch and recess. And like the schedule is really cool as well because every week that you have 4 days. It could be day 1, day 2, day 3, or day 4, or like if you switch, it could be day 2, day 3, day 4, or day 5. It has like every day it switches one day. The block go down, and yeah, and like on Fridays it's PM or AM. So
Yeah, schedule changes every day. Does anybody have any questions for any of our members of the student panel? Yes.
I was wondering if what you would consider the hardest part of the transition is, and if there's any advice you'd give your previous self that we should give.
Let's start with Deck and go right down this way.
Don't rush when you're going class to class, because like if I rush from my homeroom up to fluency and I'm just there like first and we have like 5 minutes left until fluency starts, don't rush, and yeah.
Take your time, enjoy the scenery, right?
That's right.
Yeah, you can get lost. Definitely finding my way to a few classes can be confusing. Yeah, that's the word. Confusing, and luckily your schedule has the teacher, the room number, and everything. I think the first couple of weeks of school can be hard because you're trying to find where you're supposed to go, getting used to everything. So, I mean, it's tough, but it can be fun at the same time.
What would your advice be to somebody for
advice.
next year with that issue? If like, should they not worry about it? Should they give themselves a little bit of time?
Yeah, give yourselves a little bit of time and don't worry.
Julia?
When you're going up or down the hill, because there's a bunch of stairs, be prepared for burn.
We avoided those on purpose.
Miles?
Art is good.
Like, what did I say?
We can come back to you. Raise your hand again if you remember. Max?
I like how like if you need help with something, you like it was hard for me at first to remember my schedule and like remember what to bring, but now I have a like thing that says bring your binder, Chromebook, and check the science and history board to see what room you're in.
Who made that for you?
Miss you.
Your homeroom teacher, right? Yeah. Evan?
Right. So pay attention to your schedule. I'm like, you're not gonna look weird if you're gonna keep looking at your schedule and you're like, everybody's doing that. Like, nobody's judging you. Nobody's judging you because you look at your schedule. I'm like, they're the ones missing out because they go to the wrong class. Like, if you look at your schedule, you're in the right class. It's not their fault. They're the ones loving them.
Anybody else for advice? What was hard, yeah?
The walking is not like that bad, but you should first like find out where you're going. It's up the hill and go down the hill, and you're like, gotta walk all the way back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely one of the things is for my science and history, we have 3 teachers, Mr. Malley, Mr. Peterson, Ms. French. They all teach science and history. We split up into 3 groups, and they change every once in a while when we're studying different topics. So basically, one time I went down there, and I checked the board that morning, and it turned out I had it in CO2, which is in the Copacino building, and I was already down in the gatehouse, so I had to walk all the way up there. So check the board. Don't get, just definitely, it's good to look at your schedule.
How about footwear?
Oh, footwear?
Sneakers.
Yeah, wear sneakers. As you guys probably have found out, there is a distance between some of the different buildings. Yeah.
Yeah, bring an extra
Like
pair
Uggs.
of boots because Coach Metz doesn't like his gym dirty. So wear boots outside and then get sneakers for indoors.
Mr. Brown?
Just a question. Last year you were the oldest in the lower school, and you move, and that's something we all go through in life. You go from that to being the youngest on the campus. And there's some older kids in this campus. What was that adjustment like? How are you treated by some of the older kids? Melly?
Max?
I'm friends with a lot of the 8th graders, and the 7th graders, I mean, I don't know, it's just like, some of them I know because they're on my bus, but we just don't talk to 7th graders really. None of the 7th graders like have classes.
So are you
and I
going to be
don't.
different next year?
We don't be nice, but you don't really see the 7th graders a lot.
Yeah, I'd say the 8th graders at our campus really do take a leadership role, and like 7th and 6th graders are like very close in age, but the 8th graders really feel like, you know, this is our school, we need to look out for the lower school students. So I see a lot of 8th graders hanging out with our 6th graders.
Yeah, I hang out, same thing as Max. I don't really see the 7th graders. I hang out with a lot of the 8th graders during like free time. Sometimes like when I see them walking by, I know a bunch of them. They always say hi, and it's kind of fun having the 8th graders around.
Did you get to meet some of them through like sports?
Yeah,
basketball?
sports, we're just like walking through the hallway, so they say hi to them, and now we're just like friends.
Megan?
So for sports, yeah, you usually have 7th graders. There's like a B team and an A team usually. And the B teams are usually 6th and 7th, and the A team's all 8th grade. And for clubs, sometimes you'll get smashed with the 7th and 8th graders, and then you get to know them.
Why?
Yeah, I actually know a lot of the 7th graders. From previous years, I did the play. I'm a theater person. And when I did it, when I came in 4th grade, the 5th graders, who are now 7th graders, I met them and got to know them, and the 8th graders are very nice too. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't really like meet, because the 7th grade is upstairs, we're downstairs for lunch. When we're having recess, 8th grade is having lunch, 7th is having recess. So we never really meet up. So yeah.
Michael?
I know an 8th grader really well. They're 8th graders are nice. They're maybe sometimes we drop something or something like that. So 8th graders or anyone else in the grade or in friends in school are like really nice. So.
If anything, it gets easier as you move up from 5th grade to 6th grade, because you're not the one looking out for everybody else. Because there's like 2 grades above you looking out for the youngest. Yeah. And it's like a family. So they're all looking out for each other. So there's not like one person that's just like, oh, you're the youngest, no, we're gonna not talk to you, you're not gonna do anything to you. It's like if we're younger, it doesn't matter with the age. It's just if we're friends, we're friends.
Question?
Yeah, thank you guys for talking to us. I wondered if any of you have tried something new this year, an after-school program like a sport or Fablab or drama, and how you found it.
Dan?
Like before the break, I tried D&D out, Dungeons and Dragons Club, and I got to make my character and stuff. But then I did Bounders Club for the Bounders trip, so I didn't really get to do it that much. But when I come back from the Bounders trip, I'm gonna do a lot of D&D, and I'm really excited for it because, like, yeah, my uncle was really into it when he was a kid. He had every single book. He had like the most overpowered characters. He was really good at it. And I tried playing with him when I was like 7. I got absolutely destroyed.
Thank you.
I tried Fablab. It's an after-school program, and also in Flex, I'm in baking club, the best club. Yeah, true. And basically, in Fablab, it's really fun. You get to go down to the makerspace after school, and you get to do one project that is like that they want you to do. So you do that for like half for the first part of Maker after school, and then the second part they give you a theme, and you have to make a project based around the theme, and then you present it at an expo at the end of the year. So parents can come, teachers can come and see what they've done. Yeah.
Megan, and then Julie?
So drama, there's a difference here. Usually just down in lower school it's just music, but here there's music and drama, and it's separate, so you get like a whole, I think, 2 or 4 weeks of drama and 2 or 4 weeks of music. And like you can discover that you talent that you never knew you had.
So at the beginning of the year for my club, I chose gardening. And many people don't know this about the school, but there is a garden down. I never knew there was a garden at the upper school. So when I saw gardening club, I was like, okay, I want to do gardening club. And what we did in gardening club is we put the beds to sleep. And I thought that was really fun because there was only like 4 of us, including me. And I thought it was a very nice and small group that was perfect for gardening.
Miles?
We have like a mini workout gym, which is really fun. Like during Flex, we can't do it, but you can do it as like an after-school program. Like I didn't think there'd be like a workout gym here, but like there is.
Yeah.
For baking club, you really can like make food with 2 different teachers, and then you can bring it home and make it.
Awesome. Evan?
I like how the clubs you get to choose the clubs you want. And so if you want to do whatever you want, they give you a choice. So there's like archery, there's drawing, there's baking, there's like basically everything you want to do. So this is your free time. You get to pick what you want to do. I chose archery. I'm like, I think that's the best ones.
Any other? Yeah.
Thanks. I would say thanks as well. Are you guys, I know that you guys have to use your Chromebooks a lot this year, but I was wondering how you felt about your skills using a laptop or computer last year at this time versus now, and if that was hard or easy for you. Like I think you probably came from different experience levels.
Max?
At the lower school, we do like a typing program, like 15 minutes each day in language, and it's like you type about like, I don't know, like history, and some of it's history when you do the paragraphs, but then it can also be like, this comes from the Latin Greek, I forget what the example is. but yeah, that made it a lot easier this year.
Miles?
You do like typing.com like for practice sometimes, so you can like get better at the keyboard. Yeah, like we've been practicing it for like 3 years, like kind of work up to it.
Kayla?
I really like the homework planner because if you forget what you have for homework, you can always look on the homework planner to see what you have for homework.
Julia?
I felt like my skills at the lower school weren't as good as they are now because I feel like we just did a lot more typing and we had to type a lot. So I feel like I'm more fast and better, but I'm not the best at it yet.
Mike?
Usually a lot of your homework is on the computer, like history and science. And for math, your 6th grade teacher, depends on who it is, but usually they give you a worksheet, and if you lose it, they'll always have it on Google Classroom, so on the computer, so you can just do it on there.
Lauren?
We do a lot of our work on a computer. It's not like a lot of paper, it's more writing on the computer. We do a lot of science and history homework on there. Math is on paper, and language can sometimes be on paper. But yeah, and a lot of the programs that we used in like the lower school, we use here at the middle school. So yeah.
Okay.
So like last year's computers, everything was blocked. Literally everything. Games, everything.
And guess what?
No, but YouTube's open.
So
It's not open here. It's a reverse. Guess what?
So, like this year, and like so much more stuff is unlocked. Last year, I tried getting through every single book. And sometimes, I searched for hours. I wanted to play this one game. I searched for literally hours, and I find it, and I can actually play it. But then, like on this, it takes like half the time. Yeah.
Michael?
Literally look for an hour and a half.
So his skills
Find
have
the game you
improved.
want.
That's right. The hacking skills, hacking all over. So we should probably, was there one more?
Michael and Evan.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
We usually sometimes get like extra 10 minutes or something when you do like typing.com to help with like how you know where your keys are. So that helps a little bit with how you find out what to do for like what keys to hit next.
So when I got my Chromebook, when I came to the school, I had no idea how to use email, no idea how to use docs, no idea how to use anything else. I got my Chromebook and I'm like, what do I do with this? So they give us, they really teach you how to do this over time when you need it. I'm like, it's not really needing something and you know that you need this. It's like they know what you need on your Chromebook, and they will teach you what you need on your Chromebook.
Awesome.
What you go.
Thanks.
Just ask a quick,
Go ahead.
what do you miss about the lower school?
Alright, Deck.
I was at the lower school for around, I've been here since 2nd grade, so I was at the lower school for like 3 years. So I got like really bonded with a lot of teachers, and I memorized literally where everything was, like 5th grade, the gym, the boundaries area, the bathroom at the other side of the school, and so like when we moved here, it was like so confusing because there's like my language class and my math class is in one building, then all the way down at the gatehouse is my science class. It wasn't really like at the lower school, but they're all next to each other. They're in one building. But here, like, you want to go, like, you're like, wait, is my class here or here? And he's like, yeah, it's like really confusing. Yeah.
Lauren?
The teachers. The teachers are very nice, and actually, one of the teachers that works there was the first student she taught. I always come down and see them, but I miss them at points, but it's still nice to go and see them.
Julia?
So, I really miss how we could be able to walk past the teachers who, like, if you had a teacher who was in one of the grades lower, you could like pass and say hi to them, and you could say hi more than you can now. And one of my teachers, she works at the lower school, and now she works at kind of both.
Max?
I miss a lot of the teachers, and then like the writing curriculum is a bit different. I mean, it's just they're trying to get you to start like using like not I so much. Like it depends what you're doing, but usually you don't want to use I, and it's challenging, but eventually it'll get easier.
Evan?
I think I miss the sustained schedule. The schedule switches every day, which it takes some getting used to, because I'm like, it might feel scary at first that like, well, tomorrow's not gonna be the same thing that I did today. But then, like once the next day, once you know what's first and second, third, so on, it just went out. You wind out, and you get so much more variety in than lower school. You miss the same schedule.
Miles?
Like again with like the schedule, it takes a little bit. Like it took me like maybe like a month. But like you kind of memorize your schedule after a little bit. Like for me now, I only need to know what my first block of the day is, and I know my whole schedule because like it stays in the same order. Like if I start a day with language, then I have tutors, then I have math. And I have language again, then I have science, then I have history, then I have kind of like memorize the schedule like that.
Beck.
This is actually the first year I've actually memorized my schedule. So, yeah, and like last year was like all over the place. It might have PE first, and then at the end of the day, tomorrow it's at the end of the day. So, yeah.
Lauren?
The multis. We have it a different way. Every month you have a different multi. Sometimes you can have PE 3 times. You might only get music once. You might get everything twice. You might get some things like 4 times and only get one thing 1 time. It's all like the luck of the draw. So yeah.
Alright.
You have one last thing?
Yeah. And like the higher grade you are, the more like you get to choose. You kind of get to choose what your multis are and what order. Like at CA9, you kind of get to choose what multis you have. You don't really have to like in 6th grade and like 5th grade, you randomly get picked multi, like in any order. But in like 7th grade, you kind of get to choose the order, and in 8th grade, you kind of get to choose what multi you want. Like if you put in, I want the more gym, you probably have more of a chance of having 3 things of gym instead of 2 or 1. And yeah, the higher grade you are, the more you get to choose more. So yeah.
Yep.
I like that. It's easier to memorize. Like there's one thing, and then it just comes down one. It's like a dial, and it just clicks every day, and then you'll see. So, but. The other one's harder to memorize anyway. It's the same thing every week, but it's no order to it. It's just one day you have language in the morning, one day you have language at lunch, one day you have language in the morning again, and then the next day you have language in the evening.
I miss we're kind of more spread out here at the middle school. So say I had 5 friends in one class at middle school. When I got here, I only had 2 per class. But now here, you make friends really quickly. So.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. What a nice.